Welcome to Thriving Talks with Anthony. Today we're going to be having an insightful conversation. Today's conversation is going to be about, do you know who you are in regards to personal development? I was actually doing some academic work and I actually came across, taking a break, and I came across this video from Bob Proctor, and I was taking some notes as I was, listening to all the wisdom and all the advice and all the things that he was saying, and want to be able to share that with you in my own version. So tune in, because it's a lot of information and it's here to help you get where you need to be. And I want to make sure that you guys have the best information and are equipped with the right tools to get to where you need to be. So sit down, relax, get your notepad out, and enjoy. And if you're taking a walk, even better, so you're able to kind of get that podcast feel of just information just pouring into your mind. So what we talked about is, a book that resonated with him was Think and Grow Rich, referencing setting goals. He said, when you're picking out a book, you also want to read it multiple times so it marinates. Also, one time when you read the book the first time, it doesn't hit the same way you read it multiple other times, because you're picking up different details and different contexts. Something that we learn in mental health counseling is like CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is focusing on negative thoughts and how we're able to rewire our thinking. He also mentioned that as well, about negative thoughts come and wander, but keep thinking positive, which will kind of rewire your mind to, get the outcomes that you're desiring for. And it's interesting because even my mentor told me, keep dreaming, right? So think of how you can and why you cannot. So focus on how you can get the results that you want, rather than, I can't, and having a stagnant mindset. So think of solutions. Select the person who is successful in your desired area. So go to the experts for the advice. He said, don't go to a sick doctor to get your health right? So it's like, find people that you know that could really be able to benefit you and get you where you need to be, rather than just being stuck, right? So really spend time to resonate with, like I said earlier, a book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That's the book that he referenced. I'm gonna go check that out. He said, carry it and reread it for years, and this creates a greater awareness. He referenced in that book, like I said, the power of your subconscious mind. I'm gonna read this quote, so tune in. The word education comes from the word edco. It's derived from a Latin and edco, meaning to induce, to draw out, or to develop from within. An educated person is not necessarily one who has an abundance of general or specialized knowledge. An educated person who is one who has so developed the faculties of their mind that may acquire anything they want or equivalent without violating the rights of others. So an educated person is one who knows how to get what they want out of life without being selfish. That stood out to me because I'm out here grinding, I'm out here trying to do what I gotta do, and something that was told to me being a student growing up in many of these years was education is power. You know what I mean? This is something that no one can take from you. It's in the mind. It's stuck in that catalog into your brain, right? And it helps you think rationally. And I just liked how it's without being selfish, because I have the mind to give. So when you are educated, you see things differently. You have greater understanding, greater meaning. And I like how he said reading the book multiple times, because it provides that greater awareness. So overall, when you're getting educated, you're reading books, you're taking the information in, and you're actively utilizing that in your life, it changes things for you. So listening to that really changed my perspective, and I definitely think that I will check out that subconscious book that was mentioned by Bob Proctor. So let's get more into some more attributes as well. So we talked about the power of the self-image. Most have a poor self-image. I said in previous years, we have an identity crisis going on where people don't know who they are. Not a lot of good role models out here, so people out here just, they just, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just, people out here just, almost like a smoothie. People just throwing random stuff in there, and then it just comes out to being whatever. You feel me? Anyways, so we talked about some tips about allowing the body to relax, then visualize the way you want to see yourself. So in regards to your self-image, so think about where you want to be. Find yourself in a relaxed area, close your eyes, and just dream, just imagine. And anything's possible when you imagine. So I really want you guys to take that into consideration. Related to something specific, make sure you're being specific. The way you want to live, right? View it. View the image and then paint it, right? So view it first, as you guys can see. Think about it, what you guys want to draw, and then you get the paper, and then you draw it, right? So just think about it, and then make sure then you're able to create that, right? So also too, write it out and continue to reread it. So he said write things down on a card or like an index card, and then you're able to reread it often. This will help you to believe it. The more times you see it, the more times that you're able to start believing it, and it starts to become true. It will appear false or fake at first, but with repetition, it will allow you to believe. So like I said, the more that you see it, the more that you hear it, the more that you say it, the more that you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm dope, I'm great, I'm awesome, I'm loved, I'm big, beautiful, whatever it may be, anything that comes to mind that's positive, that resonates with you, and you say it multiple times, you're gonna start to, you're gonna believe it, you're gonna start changing, right? So really be able to take that into consideration. Another reference that was made, that was taken into consideration, because I actively seen this book, I got some good attributes from this book, which is Psycho-Cybernetics, which was written by Maxwell Maltz in 1960. So this book was basically a self-help book that combines psychology, personal development, and cybernetics to help individuals improve self-image, to achieve their goals and overcome obstacles. So this is something that I'm big on, which is personal development. So it's essential to anybody that is trying to find upliftment towards their life. So I want to provide you guys some actionable steps in this video to help us, like I said, get that better personal development got going on, personal self-image, a lot of great attributes to help you, get to where you need to be. So let's start off with actionable steps in regards to identifying negative beliefs. So begin to recognize limiting beliefs you hold about yourself, write them down and confront them directly. This might include thoughts like I'm not good enough or I can't succeed. So I really want you guys to think about the negative things that are coming to mind, evaluate them, write them down so you're able to assess them, and you have that living proof as a document. The next is going to be challenging and reframe. So once you identify your negative beliefs, I want you guys to challenge them with validity. So is this really valid? Is this true? Is this really it? Think about it. So I want you guys to ask yourself, is this really true? Replace them with positive affirmations such as I am capable and I am worthy of success. I want you guys to claim it. I want you to believe it. I want you guys to say it multiple times. So challenge and reframe. So really think about what's going on and really check to see if this is really true. The next is going to be validation. So visualize yourself as the person that you want to be, the person that you thought about, you dreamed about, and let's work on it. But I want you guys to really visualize yourself the person that you want to be. So imagine yourself successful, confident, and positive. And practice this daily to rewrite and rewire your brain towards moving and empowering that self-image. The next is going to be set small and achievable goals. Things don't happen in one day. We didn't build a house in one day. We didn't build a car in one day. We didn't build, the pyramids in one day. Nothing happened good. Nothing great happens in one day. Good things take time, right? So small steps, set realistic small goals that are going to be easy enough for you guys to achieve. Each success reinforces a positive self-image and gives you a sense of accomplishment. So every time you're working on yourself, you're accomplishing goals, it's building you better, and you're getting greater and pushing yourself towards your truest potential. So I want you guys to take in consideration, but also to set small goals so you're able to really achieve them rather than things being too exhausting or overwhelming. The next is I want you guys to practice on self-compassion, being kind to yourself, acknowledge your strengths, and forgive yourself for mistakes. I want you guys to evaluate the self-criticism, and that could undermine your self-image, while compassion fosters that growth and pushes you towards the greater happiness and, the better you. I want you guys also to include, surround yourself with positivity, spend time with supportive people who uplift you. Negative influences could reinforce poor self-image, pulling you down, making you feel unworthy, while positive relationships can build and boost you and build you to have that confidence. I want you guys to include as well, to affirm your worth. Regularly use affirmations to remind yourself of your value. Say them out loud, claim it, and write it down, such as I deserve success or I am proud of who I am becoming. I want you guys to stand up on that. Put this up real quick, you know what I mean? Stand up on that. I'm proud of who you're becoming. You are great. You're going to make it. Anything is possible when we put the work in, we put the dedication into it, we have discipline to it, we got God on our side, and we got ourselves, because we're the ones that's going to be sitting here giving ourselves the affirmations every day, right? And I had to stand up. I know I'm a little extra, but I really want you guys to understand, like, this is a serious thing. If we want to get better, we want to grow, we got to stand on our 10 toes. We got to claim it. This is our life. The next is going to be focus on strength, not weaknesses. So shift your focus on what you think you lack to what you excel at, right? So celebrate your talents, achievements, and qualities that make you unique. So think about what you're good at and ride that wave, you know, and look at what you're poor at and figure out ways that you can improve. Always seek ways and solutions to improve. By, you know, utilizing these steps and developing a positive routine, you can gradually shift your self-image and develop a more positive and empowering one to enhance your confidence and your overall well-being. This information that I got from Proctor and combining information from Maxwell Maltz in regards to his book on psycho-cybernetics, all this information will help you get to where you need to be, and I hope that you guys use these steps to help your self-image and as you're moving towards, you know, that positive personal development within your life. So take it easy, have a good one, thank you for thriving with me.